Today we're comparing the GoPro Hero 11 and the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Which is the better vlogging camera? Let's take a Jam Life tech adventure. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss a thing, and if the video helps you out, please give it a thumbs up. We really appreciate your support. So is it the GoPro or is it the Sony? Which is best for vlogging? Well, hopefully after this video, we can help with that decision for you. Firstly, we're using the Creator Edition for the GoPro today as it brings it closer to the Sony price and gives it a feature set more aligned with vlogging. Okay, let's go over the specs on paper and then do some testing. You know we're going to do that, and then go over the advantages of each camera, and then hopefully help you decide which camera to buy. The Sony ZV-1 Mark II is a compact camera specially designed for vlogging and content creation. It features a 20.1 1-inch sensor with an 18 to 50mm f1.8 to 4.0 lens, which delivers excellent image quality and low light performance. The ZV-1 Mark II also has a vari-angle LCD screen, allowing you to easily frame your shots for different angles. Additionally, it offers advanced autofocus capabilities including real-time IAF and real-time tracking, ensuring sharp and clear focus on your subject. The ZV-1 Mark II also includes features like background defocus, high-speed shooting, and 4K video recording. The new inbuilt microphone is perfect for vlogging with in front of camera, behind camera, all around camera, and auto modes. On the other hand, the GoPro Hero 11 is a rugged action camera built for adventure enthusiasts. It boasts a 27 megapixel sensor and is capable of recording 5.3K video at 60 frames per second, and importantly 4K video at 120 frames per second. The Hero 11 is waterproof up to 33 feet or 10 meters without additional housing, making it ideal for capturing footage in extreme conditions. It also includes Hypersmooth 5.0 image stabilization, which provides incredibly smooth and steady footage even during intense activities. The Hero 11 offers advanced features like Time Warp 4.0, which allows you to create time-lapse videos with dynamic speed changes, and Super Photo, which automatically optimizes your photos for the best possible results. If you go ahead and purchase the Creator Edition like we have here, it makes vlogging, filmmaking, and live streaming easier than ever. This complete system features the Media Mod with mic, the LED light, and the Volta hand grip, with the camera course and that Enduro battery. Purchasing this kit will bring the camera more in line as a vlog camera and price closer to the Sony. So let's take a tour around Sydney now and do some comparisons. So first up, let's take a look at image quality. First we have the Sony. Very nice day down at the beach, although a little bit cold. And here is the image quality test for the GoPro Hero 11. And as we go to the side-by-sides, you can have a look here that it's pretty close. You're seeing better color representation with that 10-bit from the GoPro, I think. Okay, so this seems to be a good dynamic range test because you've got shadow and you've got bright sunlight there. So the Sony doing a pretty good job of it. Not much grain in the shadow, as you can see there. And as we go over to the GoPro, if you have a look in the dark part or the shadow, we can see a little bit of grain appearing there. So obviously the dynamic range not as good as the Sony. And you can see it really well in the side-by-sides. The Sony with the darker shadow image performing better than the GoPro. The GoPro tends to bring up the highlight, but also you can see the grain in that darker shadow for the GoPro. And here we have a slow motion test. My daughter Emily bouncing away there. So what we're going to see here is that slow motion in that 100 can only be performed in 1080 by the Sony, and we're going to get 4K out of the GoPro, so we should see a difference. So with the GoPro, we do jump to that 4K resolution now, so we should see a better quality coming out of the GoPro. Well, a better sharpness. I don't know about dynamic range, but we're going to get a sharper image in 4K rather than 1080. And you can see what I mean by the side by sides. A better, sharper image with the 4K coming out the GoPro Hero 11. But you know, the 1080's very usable coming out of the Sony as well. So a win for the GoPro here, but still Sony does well. So here is the time lapse for the Sony, and what Sony does is it takes a number of shots, then converts it into a time lapse. So we're probably getting a pretty good resolution here, 4K. And what the GoPro does is it speed ramps video. So we're pretty much going to get a good image here, looking quite nice in the 4K there. Very good result for the GoPro as well. So I'm only going to do one stabilization test here to prove my point. The GoPro, as always, performing a lot better. It's only not doing too bad this year with the active stabilization. I've said it before in past videos, I think it's a little bit better this year, but GoPro does blitz in the stabilization area for sure. So here's the start of our low light test, and we're at ISO 100. Pretty hard to see that the Sony's performing a little bit better than the GoPro here. And so at ISO 200, you see the Sony's doing a little bit better. You can start to see Baby Yoda here. But look, you're going to see some grain creep into that GoPro image, so watch out for it. Now at ISO 400, you can see what I mean by that grain starting to creep into the GoPro image. The GoPro just still doesn't perform in low light that well. And now jumping up to ISO 1600, you can really see the image now. The Sony performing quite well there, not much grain, but there's an unusable amount of grain already in that GoPro image. Okay, so one thing I forgot to do with you guys yesterday was a mic check. So we're going to do that right now. So in front of the camera, vlogging style, this is a mic check on the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. So mic check 1, 2, 3, mic check 1, 2, 3. How does it sound, guys? This is the ZV-1 Mark II mic check. Okay, and this is a mic check on the GoPro Hero 11 with that media mod attached, and it's just started to rain. So mic check 1, 2, 3, mic check 1, 2, 3. So what did you guys think of that? This comparison gets more interesting every year, doesn't it? So let's go over the advantages of each camera and see if that can help you make some decisions. So the GoPro, let's get this one out the way first. The price. The GoPro at $599 US with this kit and the Sony at $898 means the GoPro option is more affordable. Secondly is battery life. With the Volta grip attached, you get 4 hours on the GoPro, as on the Sony it's like around only 1 hour. Next, it's size, weight and robustness. The GoPro is better in all counts, and when water sealed, the GoPro can go underwater. Basically, you're getting a vlog camera with the added advantages of an action camera. Next is the resolution. So the Sony maxes out at 4K 30, while the GoPro goes up to 5K 60, and importantly, gives you that 4K 120 slow motion and also has 10-bit color, while the Sony maxes out at 8-bit. And lastly, and most importantly for me, it's the stabilization. If that's your most important feature, the GoPro just blitzes here, and you can see that in our testing. Okay, so what does the Sony have over the GoPro? Well, firstly, the so good autofocus and bokeh or blurred background, which is a deal breaker for some vloggers. And on the Sony, you can bring it on and off with one button. I have to say, if this was a choice for me as a main camera, that would be what's going to make up my mind. Second is the Pro features. With the new touchscreen and menu interface, it's easier than ever to get to Pro features on this camera, and S-Lock 3 will make a huge difference to dynamic range for you. Next, the upgraded microphone on the Sony is a real win for vlogging. With wind protection and audio directivity, if audio is important to you, and it should be to all vloggers, then you need to go no further. And lastly, well, it's the sensor size. At 1 inch, it will give you sharper images, better dynamic range, and all importantly, better low light performance. So which one should you buy? Personally, for me, it's both. Vlogging, I have the advantages of the GoPro with its size, weight, and durability, which makes it perfect to go on, say, a roller coaster, and it's waterproof so I can take it to the beach or the swimming pool. And with the Sony, it's the lightweight, go anywhere vlog camera with great low light performance in one package. So really, there are advantages of both. If you have to choose, you need to look at which of these features are deal breakers for you. In other words, which features can you do without, and make your decision from there. But they're both great cameras, so either choice will get you a good camera. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Please comment below on which decision you have made and why. We really do love your comments and to hear from you guys. And don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, give the video a thumbs up, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next Jam Life adventure.